So we are back today with another declutter, and as you can tell, this is my single eyeshadow drawer and then like smaller palettes and stuff up in front. This is the bottom right here of my IKEA 5 drawers, and this drawer right here drives me absolutely insane, and I always forget to use because I have all my bigger palettes up on top. And I really need to go through this and get rid of some stuff. I already see some stuff I know I'm going to get rid of, but a lot of this I'm not going to, and a lot of it I know I need to either use again, see if I like it, or you know, maybe it's something I used to love. So if you want to see me go through my single eyeshadow and small palette drawer, then please keep on watching. So like I did say, I don't see myself getting rid of too much, but I know I need to get rid of quite a bit. So I'm kind of just going to go through it, take it out as we go and talk about it. The first thing I have right here, this is a Wet n Wild, like, I don't know, quad. This isn't even 5. Well, no, this isn't even 4. This is 5 shadows, but this was a limited edition, and this is very old. I could not tell you how long I've had this, but I know it's been before I even started my YouTube channel. And this is in Melrose Face, but I will be getting rid of this. I don't use it anymore. It's not even being made anymore, so there's really no point of me holding on to this. This is my ColourPop Laura Lee Los Angeles Super Shock Shadow Foursome. I love this. I do keep it in the box just because I really like the box and I think it's cute, but the shadows inside are great. I do love ColourPop single shadows, especially when I remember to use them. They're really pretty, and I always buy any quads that I like or any single shadows or anything like that, so I will be keeping this. Let's see, we'll go over here on the side. So this is my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I do have the old packaging. I don't have the new packaging like this one over here just yet, simply because I don't see the point of buying the new packaging when I have the old packaging right here, and it's perfectly fine. So I will be keeping this just simply because these shades in here are beautiful for how much you do pay for this palette, so I don't see the point of getting rid of it. I just need to remember to use this more. Some of the little palettes right here in the front, I have the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics. This is very boring. I don't really see the point of keeping this, I guess. It's cool tone, and I like that it's cool tone, but I will never use this to complete a look or anything like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I have one of the Maybelline City Mini palettes. I used this in a video a while back, and I tested out like a bunch of new Maybelline stuff, and it got quite a bit of views, so definitely go check it out. But I will be keeping this. I love this color right here. This is the color that I did use in the video, and it's absolutely stunning, so I will be keeping this little guy. All the shades in here aren't, you know, they're not like amazing to die for quality, but I do like them when I remember to use it. That's my biggest problem here. Another thing I'm going to probably keep is this Naked Cosmetics Trio. We got this in BoxyCharm, and the shadows in here are absolutely like phenomenal. I mean, they're beautiful, and they're really pretty for fall, especially like that purple and the orange shade. I just need to remember to use these. I literally could say that for everything in here, but I am going to keep holding on to this guy because I think the quality in here is amazing. Something else from BoxyCharm that I am going to hold on to is this Blink Electric Eyes palette. This again is absolutely stunning. The quality is absolutely amazing. They're so creamy. This red shade right here is probably my favorite shade ever out of this whole entire thing, and it's amazing quality, and I just need to remember to use it. So it's like I need to start putting these out on my vanity to remember because they're amazing. I have this Milani palette right here. This one is in 05 Earthy Elements. I will be keeping this one specifically because it is a Milani palette. I actually don't own any of the Milani palettes. I definitely want to get some of the bigger Milani palettes. You can buy it like Walmart and on their website. I just haven't done that yet, so I will be keeping this one because I think this is great for travel. It has kind of everything in a palette that I do like to use, so that is why I will be keeping this, and the quality is actually pretty dang good. I have these Wet n Wild little duos here from their Flights of Fancy collection. I did a whole video over the collection with like the brush, the primer spray, everything like that, and I will be keeping these two because I think these two little quads right here are great if you want to play around with some color. They don't break the bank, and they're really good pigmentation, except I believe it is this pink one gave me a little bit of a hard time, but I will be keeping onto these just because they are still new to me too. And I have some more little Wet n Wild trios right here. This one is limited edition. They don't sell this one anymore. This is their Hieroglyphic Heart Wet n Wild Color Icon, a little trio. Also, I really like this specifically for this middle shade right here. It's like a really soft, nice pink mauve color. And I like it. I don't know. It reminds me of something out of Modern Renaissance maybe, but I love the shade of this. I will be keeping this one. I do have these two Wet n Wild ones right here. This one right here is more of like a cult classic. This is the Walking on Eggshells trio. I always forget about this. I will never forget the day that I did buy this. I was so excited to find it. I thought it was like the next greatest makeup find ever, and I always forget I have it. So I definitely want to start getting some use out of this, especially this pink shade right here. This pink shade's kind of like an icy shade, and it's so pretty. So I am going to hold on to this one. And then I also have this little one right here. This is in the shade I'm Getting Sunburnt. And I also think this one's going to be pretty too for summer. The pink shade in here is kind of like that same holographic pink shade. Even the eyelid shade's pretty in here. It's a really nice gold. So I am going to hold on to this. I don't know if it's like limited edition or what, but I feel like you can't find this anymore. The other two Wet n Wild palettes I have right here. This one is a little bit more of the old packaging. This is Petal Pusher. I love this for purples, but I feel like they don't sell this anymore. And to be honest, I don't see the point of keeping this. I'm not really going to use it. I love the concept of this. I love how it's all different shades of purple. Some are shimmery, some are matte. But like I said, I don't think they sell this anymore, so there's really no point of me keeping it. And then I do have the new packaging of the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air. I will be keeping this one. This one is still kind of new to me, so I want to get maybe like a couple of their different other palettes in this new packaging. But I do like this, comparable to Modern Renaissance. The quality isn't there for comparison, but the colors are, so I'm going to keep this just because it is newer. And I did use it in a video also. Next, I have my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I love this little thing for travel. I think it's so cute. You get a bunch of kind of pretty shimmery purple brown shades. You have some nice brown and orange shades. You have a fun little pop of purple right here, which is Jelly, and I love this palette. I think it's just fun and cute, so I'm gonna keep this one. And then the next three I have are these palettes from BoxyCharm. I'm already probably gonna get rid of this one right here. This is the Real Her Do Your Squats, and I like this palette. It's a cool toned purple palette, kind of similar to the Wet n Wild one. But I have this one right here, which is from Studio Makeup on the Go, that is pretty dang similar. And if we are being honest, I prefer the Studio Makeup on the Go formula over this Real Her one. So if you can't tell, they're pretty freaking similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this Real Her one and keep the Studio on the Go ones because I love these. And then I also have another one that is kind of like that Kylie Cosmetics palette. I think like her first one she ever released, where it's all neutrals, and I really like these for traveling. I believe they're kind of expensive if you didn't get them in your BoxyCharm, but I really enjoy these. Then I do have this random little e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Summer Breeze. This one is new to me also. I think I've only used it once. I'm not too impressed with these, to be honest. I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't really love these like so much. But it's a good drugstore alternative to have in my collection, so I will be keeping this one. Two more little Wet n Wild palettes over here on the side. These are the All Natural Bare Necessities and Nude Awakening. I'm like 99.9% sure they don't even sell these anymore, so I don't see the point of keeping them, so I am going to get rid of both of them. The quality is okay. They're not really anything amazing, so I don't feel bad about getting rid of them. And then I also have this Soap & Glory The Perfect 10 Limited Edition shade eyeshadow palette. I'm just not crazy about this, y'all. Something about the layout of this, I don't know, maybe it's just the pink. There's like only two mattes. These two shades right here are mattes, and I just don't like it. It doesn't draw attention for me, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Even though it's limited edition, it just doesn't pull me towards it. And then I have these two little palettes right here. I can already tell you right now, my NYX Avant Pop palettes, these palettes are the bomb.com. I don't know how much they are. I want to say they're around $15 to $20. Maybe around that area, but this is in the shade Nouveau Chic, and I have used this palette to the ends and back. I traveled with this. I take this so many places and I love it. These 3 shades right here are amazing. All of these shades are so good and so creamy. I never hear anybody talking about these, and I want to say they have more palettes to choose from, but this is one I love so much because I think it's basic but with some good pops of colors. So I would definitely check these out from Ulta. Don't overlook these anymore because they're really good. And then I have my Essence, I almost just dropped that. My Essence, my must-have palette. I did create this myself at Ulta and used it in a testing out all new Essence makeup videos. I will be keeping this guy strictly because it is new to me, and some of the shades in here are really, really pretty. Like that pink shade right here will be good for summer. So I do want to keep this one and keep using these shadows maybe in a full face of like $5 and under makeup or something like that. But I will be holding on to this. I love how I was able to put all the shadows into their own individual palette. So now we're moving on to some like stick things and then single shadows. I've gotten rid of so far a pretty good amount of things. I have these right here, which is 4 palettes, and then I have these 2 Wet n Wild ones and then Sylvan Glory. So that's pretty good for me right there. So going through these little stick ones right here, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of these just because I am a huge fan of liquid eyeshadows, but I like a formula. These are the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and I have one in Milk and Night. I remember when the Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil was literally the thing to have in your makeup collection. It was the thing to put on for your base for your eyeshadow. It was literally like everything. It was like MAC Fix Plus. So I am going to keep this just because I do use it every so often, and the black one is nice to have put under certain shadows. So I am going to hold on to these 2. And then these are some of the liquid eyeshadows I do have. I don't have many, but I have some. This is from Shop AOA website. I think this is like $2 or $3, and this is the liquid eyeshadow in Fume, and this is beautiful, y'all. It is such a really pretty like rose gold shade, so I will be keeping this one. Like I said, when I remember to use these, I love using them because they're so pretty, but oh, it's so reflective. And then my new favorite is one of these ColourPop Supernova shadow in Walk of Fame. This was absolutely stunning also to use. A little bit hard to blend out, but the color was really pretty also. It's kind of like a nice like gold color. It's kind of hard to see with all the lights. And then I have this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and I'm not too sure what shade this is in, but it has a cream shadow on one side and glitter on the other. The glitter can be kind of a pain. This is in 100 Topaz. The glitter can be kind of a hard pain to mess with, but the cream shadow is really pretty. And then if y'all can find this collection anywhere, I'd recommend going to get this one. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Eyeshadow in Pure Intentions. It's from their Sugar Skull collection. I wore this to a Post Malone concert that I went to, and this absolutely highlighted the crap out of my inner corner, and I put some on the lid, and it was just so pretty. I absolutely love that shade. It's like kind of iridescent looking, so if you can see any of that Sugar Skull collection, I'd highly recommend picking some of it up. But I kind of knew I wasn't going to get rid of any of these, so I'm okay with that. So moving on to these shadows back here, I can kind of go ahead and tell y'all which ones I'm going to keep. This row right here is all of these Milani Bella eyeshadows, and I don't know if they stopped making these. I don't know, maybe if they only sell them on their website, but I won't get rid of any of these because I love these single shadows. I'm not a huge single shadow person, but these are absolutely amazing, and I have, I believe, 6 of them. So I am going to be keeping these because there's literally no point of taking them out because I know this. And then I also have a couple of these NYX Prismatic shadows. I have one in Blue Jeans. I have one in Girl Talk. I have one in Mermaid. And then I also have another pretty red in Fireball. I will be keeping these because these are probably the most pigmented single shadows I've ever used my entire life, so I do not want to get rid of these. Something I can get rid of that is so old it's almost embarrassing. This is from Makeup Geek. This is a loose pigment in Jackpot. I've never even used this. This is like the very first thing I ever purchased. Before I started YouTube, before I did any type of makeup like that, I just wanted to be cool and buy something off Makeup Geek. So I went in there and bought one pigment. I don't know why I ever decided to do that, but I'm going to get rid of this because I will never use it. And then these are new, actually. These are the ColourPop Loose Shadows in Typhoon. and Cameo. These are brand spanking new to me, so I will not be getting rid of these. I did use them in a ColourPop video though, so you can definitely go check them out in action there. And then right behind it, I have the cult classic L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush Shadow, which is absolutely stunning. I will be keeping this one. And then my favorite single shadow to highlight my brow bone and inner corner is this L'Oreal 200 Paris Beach Single Shadow. I love this. It's probably the creamiest single shadow ever, and the color is just kind of like this nice, soft, bright white. So I will be holding on to this guy. This is probably the single shadow that I've used the most of. And then I do have two of these Color Tattoo 24-hour cream eyeshadows. One is in this Tenacious Teal, which I will be keeping for summer, and then this one right here is in Bad to the Bronze, which is absolutely beautiful. The Tenacious Teal is stunning, and it's kind of hard to get to because I have nails, so it makes it more of a pain. But y'all, like, can we just take a second to look at this blue? It is the most intense blue, and I want to use it so bad in tutorial. I just got to figure out what else I want to pair with this blue because it's so intense. Moving over to this other thing right here. If you are wondering about like organizers though, I think these ice cube trays are from Walmart, and then this gray one's from Walmart too. I either get a lot of my organizers from Walmart, Target, or Marshalls, so you'll just see like kind of different ones as we go through these decluttering videos. I have this whole row right here filled with ColourPop Super Shock shadows that I will not be getting rid of. Some were limited edition, like I have the Birthday Girl one back here. This is Party of 5, and then I want to say I have like the Puppy Love one somewhere in here. Don't know which one that is. Oh, it's right here, Puppy Love. I absolutely love that. So I'm a huge fan of a lot of their Super Shock shadows. And then I have this single MAC shadow back here. This is in Antiqued, and it's kind of like a reddish brown shade that I will be keeping. And I hold on to this kind of for sentimental values also, because this is my very first high-end like makeup purchase I ever bought. So that's part of the reason also. And then I don't know if Rimmel still makes these, but these are their like, I guess, single shadows. Magnificent Eyes shadow in 03 All About the Base, and these are pretty good. I only ever picked up one. Like I said, I don't know if they don't make them anymore, but the shade was pretty nice. It's a little bit chalky and dusty, so I may get rid of it later on, but for now I am going to keep it. And then right behind here I have this NYX Loose Pigment. This is a face and body glitter. This is in the shade Copper. I used this in my very first ever makeup tutorial on YouTube, and that is why I hold on to this. And it is a really pretty color, but the odds of me using it again are pretty slim because I'm not a huge glitter person. I like cream shadows more, but I do hold on to it for that reason. If I don't use it soon, I will get rid of it. These two right here are older than me, it feels like. These are the e.l.f. smudge pots. I want to say this is Cruise and Chic, and then this one is Brownie Points. The packaging on these is so old. They don't even make this packaging anymore. I believe they have a black lid. These are amazing. They're $3 and they're so creamy and such a pretty shade. Mine are just really old. I can't even get my finger in there. That's kind of why I hate these pots, because it makes it hard when you have fake nails. But I need to buy new ones of these. I'm strictly going to get rid of these just because they're old, and I know they're old. And then the last two things I have right here are these loose pigments. These were sent to me from Canvas Cosmetics, and I just don't use these like I thought I was going to, and they're kind of like this, they're both kind of like a red shade, and I'm just not drawn towards them, and I don't want to keep them if I'm not drawn towards them. I'd rather give them to a family member or a friend. I've used them only both like a couple of times, but that one is more of like a matte shade, matte red shade, and this one's kind of like more of a matte, not a matte, but like a shimmer red shade. So I am going to pass these on just because I don't see myself using these anymore. So that is pretty much everything I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to put everything back now. Okay, so this is how everything looks now. I'm actually going to get rid of this Wet n Wild trio. Like I did say, it's in Getting Sunburn. I just don't see the point of keeping this, so I actually am going to get rid of it. So this is how the drawer looks now. Everything is organized and ready to go, and I'd say it looks so much more inviting than what it did before. I know the layout before was a little bit similar, but it just looks less cluttered now. Like there's not as much stuff, and I actually have free space back here. So it's much more inviting to look at, and this is everything I will be getting rid of. It's not a lot like you do see on other declutters, but it is quite a bit for me, so I'm very happy with this. If you guys want to see any more declutters or any other drawers, let me know down below. I'd be happy to fill them for y'all because I do need to declutter every once in a while. So just let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.